Version 2 of the chord progression generator is officially live. The biggest change that I made is that it has sound now. Isn't that exciting? And then one other big change that I wanted to make was to make it easier to use on your phone. So now there's just like this one box instead of the two boxes I had before. Hopefully I don't need to explain this and it's like self-explanatory. But if you find like a prompt you want, so like I want to write about donuts, but maybe this chord progression doesn't fit donuts. Yeah, that doesn't sound like donuts to me. So I can lock that and then look for other progressions that sound more like donuts. And then you can also change the key like you could before, and then you can change the volume and then also the instrument. So right now, piano and guitar sound the best. But I also have strings and brass. They just have this weird swell in the middle of every chord, so they sound kind of weird. Yeah, they very much sound like MIDI, so I'm working on that. You can also change the speed. So I think doing strings at a slower speed sounds better. I also added more types of chord progressions. So there's modal ones, jazz ones. I think there are already some film ones in there, but there's more popular film progressions in there as well as more classical ones. And then eventually I'm gonna categorize them into a drop down as well, so you can pick whatever one of those you want or just like completely randomize all of it. There's inversion support now too. And then in the future, I'm also gonna add like a little notebook feature where you can like leave notes to yourself and save like your favorite progressions or prompts and go from there, so you can keep track of like all your projects and stuff. That might be a paid option, but I'm probably only gonna do like $1 a month for it just to like help support hosting it because it costs money to host websites. I'm also eventually gonna have MIDI output and then also just like on screen like a MIDI keyboard or piano roll or like a guitar that will show you what notes are in the chord progression. Then also vibe selection or just like accompaniment pattern. So if you want to write like a more lyrical song, it'll arpeggiate the chords. If you want like a disco sounding one, it'll play it that way. So that's coming in the future. It probably won't be for a long while because I go back to school on Monday, and doing a PhD is very time consuming, so bear with me on that, but I hope that this version of the chord progression is super fun. And if you want to support the chord progression generator, some things you can do is to just share it with all of your friends and people on social media. Check out my blog posts. I have a lot of blog posts on really cool harmony things like secondary dominance and that sort of thing. And then I also have a lot of music theory courses. So if you want to know how chord progressions work and how to use chromatic harmony, I have a course on that. And then I also have an ebook on chromatic harmony, or just like how to use chords from outside the key to like spice up your chord progressions. And then finally, just like make really cool music. And if you want to share it, I would love to hear what you've made with it. You can tag me on social media if you want, but you don't have to. Yeah, and happy musicking.